be doing a spring tutorial today, and my look is sort of nude. It's sort of naturalish, but you can obviously tell that I'm wearing nude lipstick. I didn't want this look to be really dramatic. I just wanted to be very light, especially for spring and summer. So I really hope you all enjoy watching this video and this tutorial, and I will see you guys later. So yeah, enjoy. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize my face, and I'm just going to use this Clean and Clear Acne Control Moisturizer, and I've been using this for like a year now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pump it and then just apply it on my face. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to let this sit on my face for a while so it can just kind of soak into my skin, and if I have any dry patches and stuff, it can moisturize that. And then so when I put my foundation or concealer on, everything will look smooth and shiny. So my little secret this spring is basically just using a concealer with my blending sponge. And why I like this is because with my blending sponge, I just sprinkle it in like a few drops of water onto it, and then that just makes the tip really moist and stuff. And then I just use my concealer, and that just basically covers up all the spots that I want, and it stays a lot longer for those really hot days in the spring. And it's really good. I just love how it stays on a lot longer, and I can just really concentrate on the areas that I just have blemishes and stuff. So yeah, that's what I do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the tip of my blending sponge, and I'm just going to take out some of the concealer and apply it on all the areas that I just want to cover up. And now I'm just going to go over that with my blending sponge. So then I have this NW20 foundation that I really don't use, and for the past few days I've been getting circles like under my eyes, and that's just because I barely sleep. I'm like an insomniac, and this is just a foundation in like NW20 from MAC, and this is from like a while back, and I don't really use it, so and it's too light for me, so I'm just going to kind of use it as a concealer on the bottom because I kind of need the coverage for that. So I'm just going to start from the bottom. And I'm just going to go upwards slightly and drag it a little bit down or going up, because this is just going to make my face kind of glow when I put my blush on and stuff. So yeah. And I can just put some on my nose, underneath my lip. Kind of like highlighting, you know. Next I'm just going to be using my Coastal Scents palette as my blush, and I will be using these two colors right here on the bottom. This one and this one. And I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to apply it as my blush. And I'm going to smile. And yeah. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same thing. And like so. I'm just going to apply some on my nose, and this just makes me look awake, and it doesn't make me look so dead. So I really like that. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back of my Beauty Blender sponge, and then I'm going to take some of my highlighter and just lightly pat it on to the back. And I'm just going to blow some away. And then I'm just going to apply some on top of my cheekbones, like right here. Lightly, and then just some on my nose, temples, and then my Cupid's bow, and that's really it. And this is just going to make your face look really glowy and everything. And you guys probably noticed that I didn't use a powder, and that's just because my skin absorbs everything, and if I use a powder, my face just looks really cakey, and it looks very opaque. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and here I'm just going to start with my right eye, which is your left, and I'm just going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm just going to let it go, and then I'm going to curl these eyelashes. 1, 2, 3, and we're good. Next, I'm going to use my Falsies, which I can't live without. This is like my favorite mascara in the world, and I will refuse to use any mascara unless it's Falsies, especially with my eyelashes. So I'm just going to do that. Then I'm going to start with the top. So I'm just going to start from the bottom and then go to the top. And I actually, I'm just going to put some of my mascara on. And my little secret is I wing out the end right here a lot more if I'm going out somewhere or if I'm taking pictures, because that really does make a difference. And then I'm just going to go on the bottom once, because Falsies really extends your eyelashes and makes them look very dramatic and volumized. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're just going to top it off with some nude lipstick, and here I'm using Nude Attitude by Revlon. And the next what I'm going to do is I'm going to top it off with some Lustreglass by MAC, and it's an Insta Gold. I'm just going to start from the top and just go all over. And it kind of makes the lipstick underneath pop. So that was it, and I really hope you guys all liked it. I actually got a haircut yesterday, so I didn't want to leave it down because I did this disgusting mayonnaise mask last night, and it was just, it smelled terrible, and I can still like sort of smell that smell, so I did not want to leave my hair down today, so that's why I put it up in like the side bun thing. So that was it, and I really hope you guys all liked my little foundation routine sort of thing for spring, and hopefully I will see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.